This compound, which sits in the Cheshire countryside just south of Delamere Forest, is a National Air Traffic Services radio station. It relays data and voice communications between aircraft and the Scottish Area Control and London Area Control Centres, which control aircraft movements over the UK between 2,500 and 66,000 feet in altitude. These aeronautical radio stations provide analogue voice and data communications with aircraft operating in the VHF Aeronautical Mobile Service Allocation between 117.975 and 137.0 MHz. Kelsall is a TX or transmit station which is very similar to many other NAT sites across the UK. They typically consist of a single-storey brick building that houses numerous transmitters or receivers, depending on the site, and a radio mast. The wood and metal hybrid mast at Kelsall is used for both civilian and military air traffic control. It contains lower down 8 of these Cobham 978-900 folded monopole antennas which operate between 225 and 400 MHz UHF. They are designed to handle a power level of up to 1.2 kilowatts and are enclosed in a fiberglass cylindrical radome. They're mounted on a skeleton ground plane made from 4 aluminium radial rods inclined downwards and 4 curved rods. Now, these antennas are used by military air navigation service providers who normally provide UHF support for OAT or operational air traffic flights. OAT missions include air-to-air refuelling, air combat manoeuvring and general military training flights. Further up the masts are 12 VHF folded dipole antennas which are used for the general VHF air traffic services linked to Scottish Control and London Control from Kelsall. The nearest transmit site is further north at Goosnar in Preston in Lancashire, and like Kelsall it contains both military and civilian aeronautical antennas. Now, there was a similar site around 1.1 miles to the southeast of Manchester Airport up until around 2012. This was also a transmit site but for the airport itself and consisted of a similar brick building and a radio mast. This location was host to civil aeronautical antennas only and is now a private residence after being sold off by the airport. Transmit and receive sites for aviation are generally kept separate in order to avoid desensitisation, and the airport's receive site was just off the northwest side of the airfield on what was Old Oak Farm. However, the receive antennas are now located on the top of Terminal 2.